What's up? Welcome back. It's Pressed for Time. It's Wednesday. It's the 11th of November, but it's not going to be the 11th of November when you're watching this because we have an embargo to abide by.
Oh, big embargoes.
We got a couple things today. So you guys may or may not remember Austen. Austin,
that's me. I was in the first episode, I think.
In the first episode, and he has been behind the scenes for my entire life. He is my very best friend, and he is coming on in a much more official Pressed for Time capacity now.
Yeah.
Benny has his hands full with the projects that he's working on, which I know some of you know a little bit about, some of you know nothing about, but everyone will know a lot about here in the near future. So stay tuned for all that. But he's got his hands full. We want to try to focus back on a little bit more video game related content in addition to the other stuff that we're doing. I know we've kind of pivoted and done a lot of movie stuff. We've done, a lot of comic stuff. We obviously still do a lot of interviews. We have industry guests on from various industries. But we started off with video games. We want to kind of get back into video games a little bit. My time going on SDGC with the fine folks over there and hanging out with Josh and Orient, which you can check out our last episode, which I'll have somewhere on the screen now, has really kind of gotten me excited to delve back into talking about games again, which is something that had kind of fallen off. And Austin also writes for gamingage.com, where I cut my teeth in the journalism world. And he came to me and was like, I want to start doing more stuff with video games. And I was like, hey, I have a proposition for you. I want to start doing more stuff with video games.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yes. So the long and short of it is Austin and I are going to be kind of spearheading more video game related content here on Press for Time. We're going to start trying to figure out doing some video reviews. We've both been written reviewers for a good bit of time and have quite a few games under our respective belts as far as written reviews go, but we haven't done video reviews. So as we kind of learn and figure out how to move into that, you'll start seeing more and more of that from us here. And we're going to bring back kind of just the casual talking about video games, having not necessarily a structured, weekly show where we talk about games and news, but anytime we're like, hey, there's something to talk about, we're going to hop on, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to record it instead of just Discording each other about it. So, Austin,
now you get to
introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Austin. He said most of the things about me already. There's not much more to add. I write for Gaming Age, done it for like 7 years at this point, which doesn't seem like it's been that long, and still feel like I'm learning a lot about it. But yeah, I wanted to get toes in on trying more video stuff because written's fun, but there's a lot more audience to reach out to with video stuff at this point. So I think it's an important step to do that in this day and age, I guess.
Yeah. And this seemed like a good spot. Good way to do that. So we're going to start. We can dive right in with Call of Duty. Tell us, what have you been doing with Call of Duty? You have some fun Call of Duty stuff.
I did. So I got to go and visit Treyarch in Los Angeles. They flew me out there to go visit. Spent 3 days with them in their studio. That was like 27 hours of gaming in 3 days, which, you know what? That might be too much for a short period. No matter how much I like gaming, it was a lot. But spent the time... got through the entire campaign. We managed to push through that with me and a couple of the other guys that were more focused on pushing. We beat the end games content. We beat like 35 round of zombies before they cut us off. We played Dead Ops Arcade. I feel like there's another mode I'm missing entirely because I didn't even say multiplayer, did I? Multiplayer. Obviously, I played a lot of that. Got kicked out of playing with some of the other journalists and moved with a couple of the other guys that were doing good to have to play with the QA people instead. They told me that.
And then they started banning guns. They started taking guns away from him because he is so fucking good at Call of Duty, guys. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah, after I went, I think it was 65-12 against the group there. They banned me from using marksman rifles anymore, and then they banned me from
that's
using
against the
sniper
devs.
rifles.
That's
Yeah,
against the QA people that
yeah,
play the game day in and day out.
And so I only got a couple more matches, but it didn't. I mean, it didn't change much to move to an assault rifle.
I love
So
the
whatever.
humble brag of it didn't matter. They took my guns away and it didn't fucking matter.
It didn't
Could have
do
given me a
anything.
knife and it would have been fine.
Yeah, no big
Pistols
deal.
only for me, and we're still cooking.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. It was super cool. I got to sit in there and talk to the devs. I mean, even like people high up in the company, I got to talk to, and they sat down at dinner with me, and like super interesting experience to get to have and learn the inner workings of the company a little bit because they sat me inside the studio itself, and we were just hanging out with all of the developers, and they were pointing things out on the screen, telling me what's what. Played through the entire campaign, like I said, got a whole bunch of content. Pretty interesting. It's super good campaign, but it's hard to say much about it because I don't want to spoil anything, obviously. But like, it's cool because they've done a really really good job this one of the campaign, the way that they presented it, and all the advertising and everything is really only gets into about the beginning hour of it. So they've done a good job at keeping you from knowing what to expect with it, and then they hit all of the best stuff. So there's a lot to see in there.
Yeah, you said something interesting. Let me see. I'm not gonna dig for it. I'm gonna somewhat misquote you, and you can correct me. You said something when we were talking about it, like it feels like this game had a lot longer than a 1 year lead time. Like whereas
Yeah.
Black Ops 6, you played and it was like, hey, this is cool, but it feels like kind of a reskin of previous stuff. Whereas when you play this, even though it only had a single year in between, this feels like the full game that they were working on kind of behind the scenes the whole time.
Yeah, I think the way I said it was like, well, I thought Black Ops 6 was extremely good, more than like I wouldn't say I would have called that one even a reskin
Okay.
at the time because, sorry, my cat is climbing up here onto the screen. Stick him on the ground.
Every episode, it's either a cat or it's a child or it's a dog or it's something. Something comes onto the screen and gets in the way. It's no problem.
He started to crawl on my keyboard.
Get right in.
Anyway, he comes back. I'm gonna block him. Anyway, so yeah, the Black Ops 6. It was really really good. The way I kind of felt after playing 7 was it must have been a sideline thing for them because it was like I could see where they took the bones of 7 and kind of crushed it into 6. And they like the quality difference here is so big, I feel like, even though 6 was great, that it's like 7 must have been what they were really working on the whole time, and then they kind of like gave 6 the underlying good bones of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's very clear because I feel like like I said, it's a much higher quality game this time around than last time, even though last time was really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't think we played as much 6 though as we normally do. So like every year for the most part, you, me, our group of friends that we have, we typically hop on and we play pretty religiously for a couple 100 hours. And then, I'm usually the first to fall off. Well, Braden's usually gone. And then of the ones that stick with the game, I'm usually the first that falls off. And you and the other guys kind of carry on. And then you typically, fade in and out for the entire life cycle of the game.
Yeah.
But I feel like 6 I kind of bounced off of relatively quickly. But 7 seems like it's going to be I don't know what's the right word. 7 seems like it's going to stick for me. Just from what we did with the beta. And I hate core, but the little bit of hardcore that we got to do in the beta kind of sold me. I was all about it, and then they took hardcore away, and it was core. And I'm too old and slow. I can't. My reaction time is actually really good, so I'm great in hardcore. But my tracking and my ability to keep on, no.
I've seen Reddit comments recently that say that the hardcore modes for the dads who have good reaction times but can't play anymore.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
exactly
that
it.
sounds exactly what you said.
That is me,
Yeah.
buddy. So I'm very excited to dive back into like, a full hardcore experience. I assume you were playing core when you guys were out
Yeah,
there, or did
it
you have
was all
both?
core.
All core. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't go. Would have been
I
real
say I don't
embarrassing.
think they would have been very happy if it was hardcore because that would have been
It would have been
a lot worse.
752 to 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
John Wick.
I know.
So of the multiplayer that you played,
Mhm.
how so obviously the multi-billion-dollar elephant in the room, Battlefield 6 came first, right? It's out.
Yeah.
People can play that. One of the big things that people love about Battlefield, against Call of Duty, is the guns feel a little heavier. Everything has a little bit more weight to it, a little more realistic. I mean, none of it's fucking realistic. Okay, it's all video
just
games. Spoiler alert.
feels.
Yeah, that's not how any of that shit works.
Yeah,
But
feels impactful.
it does, and it feels more realistic. But even from the beta, it seemed like maybe Call of Duty, yes, they have the wall jumping and the running and all that, but it seemed like Black Ops 7 was kind of going back to that, I don't know, crunchier gunplay, right? It was a little more solid. How do you think it felt when you were actually playing it out there and had, hours and hours and hours this close to launch?
Well, nothing compares to Modern Warfare 2019, probably in the entire franchise for gunplay stuff. Their handling of guns there. Although these being like semi-futuristic guns, they kind of get away with more. And I do feel like Treyarch's always been a little more on the arcadey side than like Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer with their gunplay. But I also think that works good because it's a style, right? It's not just trying to be realistic, and styles always like feel better longer term than trying to be real, because that's a good short term thing, being realistic-ish. But having a style always feels really good, which I think Treyarch's always good with having a style for sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the guns felt pretty good. I was playing on a dev version that had some oddities, and so some of the guns didn't have recoil. Then they told us not to use those, and some things were a little messed up in there. The beta felt really good. I liked the guns a lot in the beta, though.
Yeah, so did I. Zombies. You said you touched zombies.
Yes, actually, they showed us. They showed us the entire Easter egg. That
nice.
Yeah, they didn't walk us through it. They said they didn't want to have anybody know how to do the Easter egg in its entirety before the game launches, because they were talking about how much they love just watching the Call of Duty Zombies community just work it out. And they basically said that, yes, they know that it's like, how does anyone figure this out? Levels of difficulty. And they said that it's just because they want it to last a long time, and it's always a game, but they know that no matter how hard they try, it's always done in 24 hours. Somebody's got it.
Yeah.
But
it's wild. It's got to be so, I don't know, not frustrating, I guess, because you want people to do it, but it's got to be so shocking. Like, you spend so many years, so many hours and so many people crafting this and putting it together and making it difficult. And, no offense to y'all, but some nerd comes through and fucking figures it out in the first day.
And it's so crazy. I mean, like, the Easter eggs and zombies are insane. I don't know. Like, I don't know how anyone ever figures these out.
With this gun, with this power up, and it unlocks this door on the other side of the freaking island or whatever.
Anyone who figures that out is like a maniac. I don't get it. I don't know if I'm amazed or scared of the person who figures it out, but this one is the biggest map they've ever had, they said.
Really?
I want to say it's probably on a technicality a little bit, because like it's broken up into little sections, and it's actually super cool. They've got the Pack-a-Punch machine in it is in the back of a pickup truck that you can drive, and
so you can like bring it with you.
That's awesome. You got the truck from the beginning, and you got to take it through the level to upgrade it. And then once you upgrade it, you get the Pack-a-Punch machine built into the back of it. And then if it ever gets destroyed, you can spend, it's only 1,000 points to repair it and bring it back. And You can drive it all over the map. The reason I would say it's technically the biggest, not really the biggest in my own head, is because I think there's, if I'm thinking about it right, like five or six different zones inside of it that are like full survival level maps inside of them. But there's a driveway between each of them that you have to go through, but you can't stay there.
Oh, got it.
In those roads, like you have to drive the truck through it, and you get attacked by a bunch of stuff that's not part of the wave. You just get attacked by them consistently when you're out there, and you can't. If you come to a stop, you will die. There's no fighting them off. They're like shadow monsters that jump on you.
It's the game telling you you're not allowed to be here.
Yeah,
it's not a challenge. It's stay the fuck out of the way.
I am sure that they have Easter egg things out there in the middle of the roads. So I'm sure that's part of it. They didn't say that to me, but given that they're trying to be more and more obtuse, they say probably is going to be out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're most likely right.
But it was really, it's pretty traditional zombies, what you've ever come to expect from the zombies. I think there are only a small handful of real, like, notable additions to the functionality of zombies. It's got all the same perks that you used to with, like, I think there was one new one. I had to double check with Travis that I wasn't missing it because, our buddy Travis, he's always been super into zombies. And he told me that one of them was definitely newer, but again, that was one they showed off before I saw. New wonder weapon that's super cool. It's like a demon gauntlet that fires rays. It looks crazy. But otherwise, I think other than those two things, it's pretty much just the zombies you've come to know.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Is it extraction-based zombies or wave-based zombies?
It's wave-based, but they do have that thing from Black Ops 6 again where, like, it's wave 11, wave 25, and I don't know how their math works on it exactly. They let you extract if you would like to fight a big boss enemy, and it takes you out, and you get rewards for extracting later. And the rewards are just like more gobblegums later on, or more experience for actually deciding to end it than just dying.
Okay. And experience still carries.
Yeah,
from one to the next to the next to the next, everything's kind of blended together.
Yeah, they made a big deal of it. They thought that they wanted to do something to encourage people to spend more time in other things than multiplayer right out. XP is gained in campaign too. You get kills in campaign are worth some experience. Completing every mission's worth like 5,000 XP each, so it's a pretty good chunk for just playing each mission.
Yeah.
They said you should come out at like level 15 if you just go straight to the campaign and play through. So you'll be ready, create a class, have a few guns with attachments to go in multiplayer if you play through the campaign first.
Nice.
Or you can jump right into endgame, which gives you way more stuff to do, which also gives you XP. And I can talk about what endgame is, but then also the other thing is Dead Ops Arcade also gives you XP, which is interesting. Which I don't think they've ever done that one before.
No.
The campaign's a full 4-player co-op. It's very good. I liked it a lot with our 4-player group that we had. There was one new character on the good guys, and she's a cool character, but I talked with some of the other guys that were there, and even they felt the same. It was like she was a cool character. I have no idea why she was there. She was just part of the team, and everybody knew her. She seemed like she had a cool background. It wasn't really delved into enough, so I didn't gain any attachment or know why she was there. It was 50-50 was the character name that they gave her.
Oh, nice.
And it's because she has one prosthetic arm, one prosthetic leg, 50-50.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't want to say much of anything about the campaign, like I said, just because super good and worth playing through for sure. One of the higher quality ones for not the storyline. I don't think the storyline was anything super notable, but the cinematic moments, the cool
stuff
factor
that they're known for,
was real good, especially because they have a lot of things in here that they've never done before. And just to say what they had in Black Ops 6 with the weird mission where you fall into the hole and you get zombies that you have to fight, you kind of get more of that. And a lot of those moments are super crazy cool in this one. But then you go into Endgame, and Endgame it's basically PvE only DMZ mode, like an extraction shooter.
So,
but it's
like,
not exactly.
They had that in the other one, right? We played a bunch of.
We played DMZ, but I mean that one was PvP open. We just you didn't run into people very much, as I remember.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you never really ran into them. It was mostly PvE focused, with the occasional other squad that would, bug you.
Yeah. Well, they could kill you in that one. They can't kill you in this one. There are 32 players on the map, and you can see them at all times. It's just you get a squad of 4.
Got it.
You can go bother them, and they made a comment to me, and I didn't get to see this with our play, but if you go join another squad while they're doing an objective or a mission on the map, if you help them, you'll get full credit for it and get a huge burst of XP too. So there's an incentive to go find the other squads and do stuff, and they have like a big world activities that happened almost kind of like Destiny's open world, where crazy things will happen and everybody jumps in, and it's good for the whole server to go in there and jump on it. And they showed off some of them. Actually, they showed off some of their future ones, and I guess by the time this will come out, people will be more familiar with it because, like I said, they avoided this in their advertising. But the world of the post game that they take place in has been hit by the gas that makes you hallucinate the zombies in the previous game. So it gives you a ton of fights with the weird demon monsters and things that your characters are hallucinating.
Yeah.
They give a good story reason for why all of you see the same things, which is because it's slightly in the future. They're all like cybernetically attached so that they can work together as a team. So while they're on their links, they kind of get a group hallucination, was their explanation in there. So that's the reason you get to fight all the same things as far as they explain it. But they showed off and they hadn't showed this off in that advertising, but they said that it was we get to be the first ones to see it. They had like a big giant zombie T-Rex thing in the super high level areas that it looked crazy. It looked so crazy to fight. And they said that was
zombie T-Rex.
You'd probably need half the server to go fight it, they said. And they showed off you could jump on top of a building and jump on its back, and you could grapple it and get your knife out and stab at it. It was interesting mechanics. It was super cool. And there's an end game to that, but they said that they wanted to focus on using DMs or end game. It's not DMZ. They seem to want to focus on end game to be their place to dump story additions later on, instead of trying to shoehorn that into Warzone more.
That makes sense.
Because Warzone, you have to fight around people all the time, but this one is a good cooperative
so many
experience.
people will just never touch that. Like me. Yeah. I will not play Warzone. Sorry. Don't care what you put in it. I don't care if it's got half the guns are unlocked in Warzone. I won't ever see them. Sorry.
I haven't played much Warzone either, so
yeah, just isn't for me, man.
The time to kill is too long. It murders me.
Way too long. Way too long.
3 plates and everything.
And it's so boring. So goddamn boring.
You run and run and run, and you get sniped.
And then you die.
Yeah.
Yep. No, thank you.
How are you going to be a big YouTuber and not want to play?
I know, exactly. The latest Battle Royale. The latest Warzone.
Yeah, the latest.
That's what all the kids are playing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you can play Red Sec and Battlefield.
Yeah, I see all the commercials during football.
Actually, not bad. I played it.
Yeah.
It has some good takes on the Battle Royale stuff.
Nice. I know it's free to play.
It is.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
As they all are.
Their gauntlet mode.
Okay. Now, is that connected to Battlefield 6, or it's its own standalone separate ordeal?
As far as I know, I don't have to launch into anything else when I launch it, so it's attached if you have it. I don't know, I guess, if you're just coming into the free-to-play, exactly how that works. But I know with the game, you just jump right into it. It's pretty well made for how it is, because the Battlefield formula shouldn't work in a battle royale, but it ended up they found a way, I guess, because you get to bring your classes in, you get your class equipment, you get RPGs. They have tanks and helicopters in the battle royale, which that shouldn't work, but it totally does. Everyone goes and you find key cards throughout that tell you can go get a tank out of a nearby crate and just go over there, use your key card, jump into a tank, and roll out with your squad.
Nice. Now, does it have standard Battlefield time to kill, or is it extended and Battle Royale buffed?
Unfortunately, yes, they have plates, but they're only... Honestly, their plates don't seem as bad as like Call of Duty's time extension.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I barely noticed them. There may be like 2 extra shots from an AR or something. Feels like
Battlefield, if you're not headshotting, not sniping somebody, it already has a somewhat higher, than Call of Duty. So
a lot of the ARs are like 5 or 6 shots in Battlefield.
A difference will be felt differently.
The difference is different.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. Is there anything else you can think of about Call of Duty that people should know? This will come out, when you, my fine viewer, are watching this. The embargo will be lifted, so this will be out, and the game will be out, and all that.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you can think of that you want to add? Like, this was cool, or make sure you check this out.
I think that pretty much was all of the stuff. I mean, I will say it's very cool that they've decided, I think this is the highest map count that they've come out with for a while.
Oh,
it's got
that's good.
16 maps by default, and they're all, except for one, I think, a new map, and the one that came back was Hijacked, which is, the one on the yacht.
Yeah.
Which is a cool map anyway, so I'm glad that one's back.
And I'm sure Nuketown's in there. 750. It hasn't been used 752 times.
Yeah, like Nuketown.
Like Nuketown, but
I'm sure Nuketown will be. Nuketown will probably be in there. It wasn't in there when I played.
I wish Nuketown 24/7 was always a thing, because when it's like, hey, I want to level up a gun immediately, or I want to get all my camos done in one day, just go play Nuketown. And
well, now if you want to level up a gun immediately, just go drop into end game and kill a shit ton of things. So.
Yeah. Do you know how the camos work? Are the camos separated out by game mode again?
They do. Yeah. They actually have their own camos for campaign too. So
nice. Okay.
They have multiplayer zombies and campaign camos.
There's gonna be people on Reddit. I saw this cool camo. How the fuck do you get it? And it's gonna be like, it's just a campaign, bro. Like,
I want to know
play that.
When I played their dev build, because I just go poking through everything that was available to me, I saw that they had 2 exclusive camos that were unlocked, and they were the only camos unlocked, and they looked super cool, and they weren't on the track anywhere, and I really want to know, and I asked one of the developers, I was like, what's this camo? And he was like, I don't know, looks pretty cool.
He said, not for you, bitch. You're going to see that in game, and you're going to know. I know who you are.
There was also a really funny moment that we've made with all of the developers. At some point in the campaign, you're gonna see when you play it. There's a scene where 2 of the characters are arm wrestling for a moment, and right as one's about to win, everyone's game crashed in the dev build, which they said that they already fixed that, so you won't get to experience it. But we were all joking because it was just happening to one after another in the room. And we were like, this has got to be like, we got to somehow memorialize this thing. You guys just got to post like a picture of the arm wrestle with no context into your social media. And
I love it.
We'll know why, but nobody else will. It'll be for us. But now everybody can know.
Yeah, now it's for the world.
Yeah.
We'll know who watched and who didn't. Well, sweet, dude. That's awesome. I'm glad you got to go out there and do that. I mean, you're the best person to go out and do a Call of Duty event. So
I play a little Call of Duty.
Play a little bit of Call of Duty. Sweet, man. Well, we can honestly just end there on the Call of Duty. If you don't have anything else, that was a full Call of Duty show. You were worried there wasn't gonna be enough to talk about.
Yeah, it was a good amount. It worked out, I guess.
I don't think there's any new exciting news that demands attention right now.
No, not really.
Elden Ring, Night Rain is getting an Artorias DLC, apparently.
I guess.
Yep. All the 7 minutes of that game I played.
I didn't even try it.
I did the beta. I
Scared me.
didn't get the main game. Yeah, it's so stupid. So stupid.
I've heard people like it, but
those people are wrong. If you like it, you're wrong. Sorry.
yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments below how wrong I am.
Yeah.
But that's not, nope. That's not it, man. Make another proper game, please, and thank you.
No battle royale shoehorns.
No.
It wasn't even battle royale.
No.
Working off battle royale rules with no battle royale.
Soulless cash grab of the Elden Ring name.
Unfortunately.
Makes me sad to see.
That's what happens when they make too much money.
Yep. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on and talking Call of Duty. We will have many more things in the near future. We have a lot more stuff that we have planned to send at you guys. So stick around and let us know what's working, what's not. And yeah, Benny's not here. Take care and have fun. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.